Well, folks, it's good to know that Alina Haba isn't the only complete moron sitting on Donald Trump's legal team in the New York fraud trial right now. Because every now and then, his other lawyer, Christopher Kise, will pipe up and remind us that, hey, I'm just as stupid as Alina Haba. And he did it on Thursday when, after verbally attacking the prosecutors, he was then basically ordered to apologize for the comment that he made about them. So here's how this whole thing went down. Christopher Kise, Trump's lawyer, was getting mad, as per usual, right? The trial has not gone their way, so they're all on edge. They're all a little testy. They're kind of bitter, so they're angry. And they're lashing out at prosecutors. And at one point, Christopher Kise suggested that New York Attorney General Letitia James should start, quote, checking the internet for new job postings. And he then said Vladimir Putin has some openings, suggesting, of course, that Letitia James would, for some reason, be right at home in Vladimir Putin's Russia. To which Engoron responded, I think it was totally uncalled for, totally incorrect. And lawyer Keese kind of apologized, kind of walked his comments back a little bit before adding the ominous, the world is watching. Now, Mr. Keese, I don't know if you realize this, but literally a day, maybe 2 days prior to you telling Letitia James that she seems like she'd be right at home in Russia, you do realize that your client at a rally told the crowd repeatedly that Vladimir Putin is a very smart man. He praised Vladimir Putin along with, of course, Kim Jong-un. But your client seems to be the one that would be more at home in Vladimir Putin's Russia. He praised the way that they handle their countries. Trump has talked about the fact that they don't deal with the press. You know, they crack down on the press when they're mean to them. So I don't understand why you think somebody like Letitia James would be comfortable in that country versus your actual client, who really has not ever, at least in recent years, said an unkind word about Vladimir Putin. But of course, what he's trying to suggest is that, much like in Russia, this is just a political persecution, right? We're taking down our political enemies. There's no merit to this case, Mr. Keese would like us to believe, even though the judge has already issued a summary judgment saying that Donald Trump, his 2 adult male children, and of course the company are in fact liable for the fraud. And that seems to be the big part that Keese and Haba and some of the other lawyers on Trump's team, that seems to be what they always forget. You're not in court anymore to prove your client's innocence in this case. His guilt, even though it's a civil trial, not a criminal trial, but his guilt was already determined based upon the evidence that the judge had to review. It's done. It's over. That part is done. What's happening right now in court is y'all are just haggling over the price of what Donald Trump is going to have to pay, and you're doing a very bad job of it. Because that judge, and of course the prosecutor, who could request a lower amount if you hadn't pissed her off at every given opportunity, but those people hold your client's fate in their hands. And all you do is insult them, you antagonize them, you basically goad them into giving you and your client the worst possible punishment. You're doing your client a disservice, is what I'm trying to say. Not that I want Donald Trump to get special treatment, but you're going out of your way to make sure that he gets no leniency whatsoever. So I don't know where Donald Trump found any of these lawyers, but hopefully once this trial is over with, he shoves them back under that rock that they seem to have crawled out from under. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.